Sonia has once again set the internet and my heart on fire. Hey, this is Gatorex, and today is time for a new Pokemon episode, but we're going to go ahead and discuss that later. I haven't watched it yet, but there has been a preview that's been posted today. Now, I think I've discussed previews a few times in the past. I decided, maybe not to, just wait till the episode, but this one is very significant. It's not necessarily a preview for next episode, but it's a bit of a longer preview, about 50 seconds, for upcoming events in the anime. And again, it's basically set the internet on fire. Everyone is discussing it, so let's go ahead and discuss it a bit. It's pretty interesting. This is kind of hyping things up for like the Pokemon World Championships, right? The big tournament that Ash has basically set his goals on for this series. And it's real interesting. We get a look at Raihan from Pokemon Sword and Shield. So again, some more Pokemon Sword and Shield characters are going to be showing their faces in the anime again, which is great. It seems like he's probably going to be facing off against Leon, which, as we know from the games, is something that happens relatively often. However, of course, Leon is still undefeated. There's a mishmash of like voiceovers and images and text also. One thing we see a Sobble, of course, just hanging out crying. And what's interesting, there's also the voiceover at this point, which is Ash's voiced over, and he's saying something along the lines of, do you want to join us? You can go stronger on my team. Whether he's saying that to the Sobble specifically, we don't know, but it seems like it's implied. So it's honestly pretty neat. So it's seeming like if Ash does get, a Pokemon, it's going to be Sobble, and I guess that makes some sense, with Go getting Scorbunny, but now Scorbunny being Raboot, and being all edgy. Now, it'd be a pretty good time to introduce another Sword and Shield starter. And I think that works for Ash. Ash has got a really stacked team so far. So if he does get Sobble, then I think that's a pretty good fit. We see some other Pokemon. We see Morpeko just eating a bunch of food as he does. And some other interesting things. We get to see Karina is going to be making a comeback in the anime. So that's real interesting. Another returning character. As we saw Lance a few weeks back. It's pretty neat seeing Karina. And it seems like Karina is also going to be participating in some of these battles and some of these challenges. The big thing is she has her Lucario. And of course her Lucario Mega Evolves. So yeah, Mega Evolution's coming back in this series. Kind of similar with Sun and Moon, right? Brock and Misty had Mega Evolution Pokemon, rather than just the Z moves. So, in this series where the focus is Gigantamax, Dynamax, seems like there's still going to be some Mega Evolution Pokemon, at least with Lucario. So it's honestly pretty neat, pretty interesting. There's a lot going on. I haven't discussed other leaks or other interesting things, but the fact that Karina is coming back sometime in the future of the anime is pretty significant. We also see some interesting scene with Go battling in the rain, pretty intense. He has Raboot with him, and Raboot's using a fire move in the rain, which is interesting. What exactly that battle is, I have no idea, but it seems intense. Let's see. What else was there? Again, just kind of more the text things with Raihan. More at the end, there's some interesting things because we actually get to see Sonia. And of course, Sonia, oh my gosh, gorgeous. Get to see her in the anime. We haven't seen her in Twilight Wings yet, and I had sort of guessed that we'd probably see her in Twilight Wings first. But, very significant, very great. We're going to be seeing her now. So very likely, we might maybe be getting into some of the lore of Galar region, perhaps. Or, maybe just the fact that she's acquaintances with Leon or some other trainers we see. It's pretty neat. Get to see some Slowpoke looking beautiful too. And that's cool. That's funny. Well, it's mostly because the Slowpoke show up in the trailer right after Sonia. So it's it's just funny. And there was, I think, one more thing. Farfetch, we get to see Galarian Farfetch, which is interesting. I don't know why they're showing that off specifically, unless one of them catches one. In the recent episode of Pokemon Go caught a regular Farfetch'd, so I don't know what's going to be up with this Galarian Farfetch'd, if he's important or anything, but he's there. And then, sorry, I gotta pull this up, and I think for the most part, that's kind of it. You could take a lot of it, but I think the big thing is Sonia, right? Sonia and Karina. Karina means that there are going to be other returning characters, not just Lance. Oh, another interesting thing. I did mention, something about the top 8 trainers, in the Pokemon World Championships, and we get to see the silhouettes, and 3 of these silhouettes are recognizable. One's very obviously Leon, one is very obviously Lance, and one is very obviously Raihan, but the others are very generic, and they're kind of kept that way on purpose. They don't want to give us any previews of who these people are going to be. In a previous episode, I think 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks or last week? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, we actually saw the silhouettes of the Kanto gym leaders, so very obviously they're not going to be some of these trainers. I mean, they could be, Who these other 5 top trainers could be, we have no idea. But a very interesting preview that we got to see. So honestly, I think it's pretty neat. Gonna be watching the episode in a bit, reviewing it. It'll be up tomorrow. If you want to see some more episode reviews, I'm actually gonna be reviewing the Yu-Gi-Oh anime because that actually restarted recently, the new series Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. I'm gonna be reviewing that episode by episode, hopefully week to week, and maybe Digimon. I've already got a review up for episode 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7, so you can go ahead and check that out. That's over on my anime channel, where I discuss Yu-Gi-Oh! And other anime and stuff. So if you could check that out, that'd be really great. And if you'd like me to discuss Digimon as well, week by week, maybe I can put a review up tomorrow as well, alongside the Pokemon one, and we can go from there. If you enjoyed the content, let me know. I mean, this is a pretty big preview. Let me know how much you're ready to simp for Sonya in the comments below, how excited you are for upcoming episodes, and just the Pokemon anime and anime in general. Like, we're in an era where we got Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Digimon all like back and all with new episodes week to week. I mean, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, it was like that a while ago, but like, everybody's excited for all of these, honestly, and it's pretty neat. But let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll continue the discussion down there. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. You can enable notifications as well. It'll make sure you see each new video as it comes out. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.